Hoi, mijn naam is Cynthia en ik wil mijn haar heel graag weer de pluk blond. En misschien een ander kleurtje of iets erbij. En we gaan een bob maken.
Okay. Cynthia wants bob in the line of the hairstyle. Wants the front as long as possible. She wants blonde line at the top. And the rest of course in black. Let's start on her.
Ja,
Friends on YouTube.
Sorry.
No, it doesn't matter. When you hear us talk and the way she started is Dutch. So for those who think which language do they use, that's Dutch. We are in the Netherlands. Start with protection, like we always do. Made photos in front, and with making photos I mostly can see the lines the best. So her hair is totally clean, so there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't have to wash it, and I also want the protection of the natural skin barriers. Certainly when I go for black. So this part will be lighted up again. She did her side shave herself. That I will correct. But I'll start with making a bob. Start by wetting the hair. This is the length I'm going to. And I show you the line on the bob line because she wants to grow the total hair, but now she has the feather parts in the back, and it's getting summertime, so hair grows much faster. So when we get it to one line, she gets a more stable line, and in winter we will go down, down, down. Part hairs over the center line. Know where to get the bob, so turn it so you can watch with me. Can watch into the line. And here's the line I have to go to. So her bob is laying around here. So it will be free of the shoulders, but will give a lot of more power to the bob line. And she has a beautiful skull to make a bob on. So I part in the line that I'm going to make the bob. Leave the part where I can target on visible for me. And treat the hair on both sides the same. Have to get my neck paper a little bit down. So bend it one more time. Target on the line. The line is just on the fold. So the first line is a little bit shorter than the lines on top, but that gives the stable line of the bob. Go in the center line. Target what I told you on the line at the front. Hold the hairs in the natural lines. And make both lines the same. This way I'm also certain that we have nice fresh hair. You can also hear it when I cut the hairs. You can hear chick, chick, chick. Then I know I have strong hair. And she also, of course. Take a new line on it. It's about a centimeter higher. Take it up in the same line as I did in the first line. Don't gonna force anything. Just let the hair fall the way it falls. Go in. What I told you. Get a little bit longer, so I leave it about a half centimeter longer, and make my first baseline so I can see where I have to go. By not forcing it, I'm certain that I have the right length. Then I take the hairs up with the fine part of my comb. Don't force again on the hairs, just let it slip. And continue on the line of the bob. Go back to the line. Take it one more time from the center to the outline and back again. When I lay it down now, and I show you that, you can see it's longer than the underline. Where my comb is the underline. So it's about, here a half centimeter, there about a centimeter longer. But this is right on the line of the front. Do the same, of course, on the other side.
Take the hairs to the center line, hold my fingers in the line of parting, so I know they have the same line. Go back from the front to the center line. In the center line, I take a cross control, lift them high up, and connect both lines to each other. So I'm certain that I have the perfect line in the center line. Coming on the line where I connect to the front, start like I did. Using the natural roundings of a skull, make sure I leave the hairs like that. So you see this bending goes like this, and then she goes to the outside. So I take this bending also into my line. Don't force on the hair. My fingers are not strong and holding the hairs tight. They leave the hairs open, so you don't have force on it. Coming to the front. Here is my guideline, and this she can miss. Lay the hairs back over to the other side. Softly go over the same line. Adjust in the fall. For the bob line, this is the last line, because then I come to the front. This is the light line of hair. Here are the out parts, so I take only a tip of that. So I'm certain that I have the length that she likes. Go to my line of cutting. So you see that from high up the skull, I have a perfect line and a lot of hair. Let's connect on this line. So now I go to the right side, take the hairs up in the same line of parting, wetting in between.
Sinds deze wel.
Dan blijft ik zo mooi glanzen, vind ik.
Zo. Ja, daarom zei ik al van die mensen die moeten dat niet meer wegdoen.
Nee. Nee, maar dit is echt wel de mooiste zwart die we ooit hebben gehad.
Ja, wat is er anders aan deze dan al het andere wat bruin
Nee.
wordt?
Het is gewoon zwart. We're talking about the black color to each other. And the kin color stays this beautiful black. It never gets into the brown shades. It stays black all the time. Even on bleached hair it stays black. And the hairs feel wonderful because they are in a wonderful condition. It feels very soft and yeah, good nursed. Come on the part where I hardly have to cut off anything. Watch at the line. Lay the hairs again into the natural fall. Go in, don't force anything on the fingers. You don't have to pull the hairs. Brings nothing. Now I have of course a side shave, so when I go and imagine I have a side shave, I can take two lines, put them to the center line, and they are in the center of a skull, so I know that the shape is right. You can see that it falls nicely into the V
or the A, for depends on, some people call it a V line, others call it an A line. So now I can go to the top. Take a large flat comb. Her boyfriend tried to make a side shave with the tattoo line, but yeah, it's harder to do than most people think. I like to work with a flat comb because then I can guide the hairs like I want them to lay, and I can make also a character to the line. I can lean on the hairs, I can push on the hairs. Take my blade to the back and comb the underline into the line I just created. Soften the contour line by laying on the skin and follow the natural lines. Put my blade to the back and go over the contour line, still in an angle, because the length of the straight blade is 0.8 millimeters. Make an overflow from the underlines. Cleaning in between. Barber clipper. Make a small tattoo line into this, not too much, just something soft. Clean this, of course. Now go to the upper hair. Coming to the upper hair. Take it high up. Take off only the dry ends. So I'm certain that I have a stable line again. Our colors will be blonde and black, but in the blonde we can also make another color. But the nice thing is when I basic line is blonde, it comes always back to the baseline. And when she likes, for example, pink colors, now when I make a pink color, I make it on conditioner base. It stays for a long time in the hairs because the hairs really like the condition. And when it's getting out of the hairs, it's softly getting out of the hairs, where you don't have to do any dramatic things to hold the wonderful condition of hair. And it doesn't influence the black color. That's also nice. I only take off the parts of the hairs that not been cut. Otherwise they wouldn't grow. Wetting in between. Take the hairs over the side shave and just over the center of the scalp. And take them over in the opposite line of the chin line. Take the fine part of my comb, go down
and set them on one line. This makes it afterwards, when they grow back to the line in base, much easier to get them together. But you see how long this line is already. So far the cut. So now I can make the bleach and color. And the bleach I make on conditioner base with step 1 of the glint line in it and put step 2 over it in the sink. Make the color, make the black, kin black, make a photo of the product into the video. And start with side shave, because here I have to glue the foil on so I can light up the lines on top of this. This color I made with 6%, that's 20 volume. For those who think in volumes, we think in percent, but that's typical Dutch, because the rest of the world will certainly think in volume. Foil, make it in the line of the hairs, cannot clip it to anything, so have to be aware of that. Take out the light line, try to leave out the other lines. This I made with 6%, that's 20 volume. Now I have to glue this on the foil. Into this line is the step 1 of glint protection products, and this will be supported afterwards when rinsing out with line 2. Stabilize all the lines I did.
Mijn zusje wou altijd een zeemem in, maar ja, dat kon dan weer niet. Tenminste niet op de manier hoe zij dat wil. Nou, ze heeft het wel een keer gekregen van mij, maar dan met van dat nephaar erin. Ik zeg, nou, doe dit er maar in, moet je erin klikken, dan heb jij een zeemem in.
Ja.
Helemaal gelukkig.
Ja, leuk is dat wel. Now all the colors on her hair. So now take some cotton wicks, try to clean some parts of the skin up already, put a little bit on the ears so the ears stay free of the color. Then I close my foil, and then it's going to be, like I told you, sorry, de zwart.
Oh, leuk. Ja, ik wou zeggen leuk en zwart.
Ja, leuk is zwart.
Dat gaat er niet echt
It's nice color, the black. We go for a coffee or tea, and you just wait there, because we're certainly back in less than a second. And what I told you, I tell you everything we did in the sink. The colors of glint are paraben free and ammonia free, so they don't damp, and they have less damage on the hairs. That's the most important thing. Don't go away. Rinse it out, didn't put conditioner over the hairs because we still have to color the hair. We want to get violet, and we want to get a pink color into the hairs. Starting with violet, I lay this on the back of the hairs. Take off Goldwell in Knoop Viviadol. The Viviadol on the back. Don't have to worry about the black because you don't see it on the black. So take a small part of the hairs. Start in the first line. This product is without developer, so you can easily get it on the hairs and then straight color.
Stel dat bij iemand een kleur heeft, dat je al ziet dat het niet goed gaat. Ben je dan nog op tijd om het uit te halen of is dat dan geen nut meer?
Nou, meestal niet. Meestal ben je al te laat, want dan loopt het gewoon helemaal vol. Hè?
Ja.
Het ligt er een beetje aan wat het is. Of het een ontwikkelde kleur is, dus een kleur zoals dit, of het is een kleur als gewone verf. Een verf kun je nog wel corrigeren. This we leave on the hairs for 15 minutes. Then rinse it out, lock it. Because on this product you need a lock product. So it holds on the hairs. Then going also to use step 2, I didn't put any conditioner on the hairs in front of this coloring because I need the hairs to be open, otherwise I cannot color it. So we'll be back after 15 minutes. Hello, back from coloring, and we now colored in the lines violet and pink. Now I use the shaper of Lakme for styling. Blow dry this with a medium brush so I get more volume into this look. Start blow drying in the neckline and working up. So far blow drying. I want to create a little bit volume on top, so take a fine comb, softly comb a little bit against the hairs, just to give it a little bit more volume, and not hard, so only slight, but it makes the hairstyle even look a little bit more dramatic. That's what I like. Get a nail brush, lightly go over the hairs. Take an ultra fine hairspray. Take a Lanza. And to make it even more sexy, I take of Lakme a polish. And I love to put this over a hairspray because it gives a wonderful shine on the hairs. And that's not all, because it also smells really nice. Like that.
Klopt.
Now I thank her for being my model. Thank you for watching. She will certainly turn around to show you the end result. We see each other, of course, next video. Bye bye.
Dankjewel.
Cynthia wants bob in the line of the hairstyle. Want the front as long as possible.